All right. What does singular mean?
One.
One. What does plural mean?
Many.
Yeah, many, more than one. All right. Pretty simple. Okay, we're done. No, we're not done. All right. Now, in English, which I assume y'all speak, okay, how do you make a noun plural? You add an S. Door becomes doors. Phone becomes phones. Pen becomes pens. Book becomes books. Okay? What about dish?
Yes.
Dish. Oh, you guys are lying now. All right. Wolf becomes wolves. Yeah? No? Maybe? Even Leo's like, wait, what does it become? All right. Okay, so we have a little weirdness there. Sometimes you add es. Okay. What's the plural of goose? Is it gooses? So then what's the plural of moose? Is it meese or mooses? The plural of deer? Would it be deers with an ES or just an S?
It's just the S, I think.
Brady's saying no. I don't know. Okay. My point is, don't even get me started on the Latin words. Okay, like the plural of syllabus and stuff like that. Okay, my point is that English does have rules, but it has just as many exceptions to it. Okay, sometimes it's ES, sometimes it's just moose, sometimes it's just deer. I can remember, man. All right, it's not mans. Okay, it's men. All right, like whatever. Okay. The thing about Espanol, though, Espanol is a lot simpler. If a word ends in a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, all you do is add the letter S. So libro becomes libros. Mesa becomes mesas. Pluma becomes plumas. Or bolígrafo becomes bolígrafos. All right? If a word ends in a consonant, so not A-E-I-O-U, you add ES. So the two examples that are here on the board, universidad becomes universidad S, and papel becomes papel S. Okay? No mooses or mises or mouses, because it's not mouses, all right, or mans or anything like that. But Spanish has its own little tricky things. Número uno. The article, the word the, you have to make it plural too. Okay? So, el becomes los. So the word los also means the. Okay? La becomes las. Las also means the. Okay? So el libro, the book. If you want to say the books, it's los libros. La mesa, the table. If you want to say the tables, it's las mesas. Okay? The English equivalent would be saying those books or those tables, which we don't, all right? But that would be the equivalent. We do it in Espanol. Okay? Now, un and una should be a little easier because you already do it in English. Okay, so a book, and it's already up here, but when I don't use this, I ask students, so what's the plural of a? Like, you don't say a books or as books. The plural of a is some. So I need a book, necesito un libro. I need some books, necesito unos libros. Okay, so un becomes unos, and then una becomes unas. Okay. Tengo una mesa en la clase. I have a table in the class, but actually tengo unas mesas. I have some tables in the class. Okay? So yes, you would also make that part plural, all right? If you just put like el libros on your next test, it is going to be wrong, all right? Because it has to be los libros, all right? So you also have to make the plural, okay? The only weird spelling changer in Espanol when it comes to singular to plural are words that end in Z. So far, you've only had dos, el lápiz and la luz, okay? Obviously, this part, you change it to los. For whatever reason, in Espanol, we will take that Z and change it to a C. And because the letter C is a consonant, what do we add at the end to make it plural?
Yes.
Es. Same thing with luz. If I can spell it correctly, lo siento. Las luces. Okay. The reason why is pronunciation. When you add additional letters, when you put Z in the middle like that, the Z becomes buzzy. And so it's not los lápices, it's los lápices. So we change that Z to a C. Same thing with luces. It's not luces, it's luces. Okay? So you do have to make that spelling change. And while I am fairly liberal with the spelling, especially at this level, this is going to be the first thing where I say spelling counts, okay? With words that end in Z when you make them plural, all right? So if you put L-A-P-I-Z-E-S, I am going to give you partial credit, all right? Lo siento, I hate when I misspell words. Needed an accent. It was bothering me, okay? So, in Espanol, you also make the plural and the un and una plural, and there they are. And if you have a word that ends in the letter Z, you have to change the Z to a C and add ES. Okay? So, if you